Hey everyone, this is Dusty coming at you with some Medal of Honor gameplay, and today is day 44 of 166 of the Medal of Honor t-shirt challenge. And for those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, pretty much what I'm doing is I'm wearing Medal of Honor t-shirts until the release of Warfighter on October 23rd. So I've got 122 more days until that, so you guys can expect to see, of course, a daily picture on my Twitter feed, which I'll post in the link below. So if you guys want to follow or check it out, you can. But until then, right now I'm going to talk about some Medal of Honor Warfighter, kind of what we know, kind of what I'd like to see, touch on the single player and multiplayer. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as I said earlier, the Medal of Honor Warfighter is released on October 23rd. And this time it's going to take part around the Somali pirate attacks that happened a few years ago. So we're going to probably see a lot of coastal maps. Of course, will be in some cities. Looks like it takes place kind of near the Philippines. So it should be pretty interesting to see how everything looks. If you watched E3 at all, or if you watched the coverage of Medal of Honor, we got a nice little preview of what the single player will look like, and I think it looks amazing. Of course, I mean you know, we've come to expect that they're gonna produce an amazing single player, I should say. And one thing that I do like about Medal of Honor is that they do tell the soldier's story, and just like the one they released in 2010, this is gonna pretty much be surrounded with the Tier 1 units, telling the soldier's story, to bring us pretty much, true to life events, that have happened. With this installment of Medal of Honor, we do have new Tier 1 units. So we've got Blackbird, Grizzly, Atlas, and Mako. Haven't really chosen a favorite out of those ones just yet. We'll see how it goes whenever I get into the single player. But from last game, I like Wolfpack. Pretty much for obvious reasons. Tier 1 Dusty was my favorite character out of the last one. Kind of hope there's a mention or something in Warfighter about him, but we'll find out here in a few months. We do have Preacher and Voodoo returning from Neptune, so it's going to be nice to kind of see them and see kind of what's been going on these past few years, and kind of see if they've really changed any. Of course, at the end of the last one, Rabbit was killed. He was KIA, killed in action. Maybe we'll have some sort of mention about him. Maybe see how his family or something is doing. It'd be pretty cool. But I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. It is gonna be nice to see. The new Tier 1 units, to see how those guys play out. And like I said, I'll pick a favorite whenever I play it. So let's go ahead and get into the multiplayer for a little bit. One thing they are doing, which I think is pretty awesome, they're doing what's called Global Warfighters, and what they're doing is they're taking special op forces from other countries, putting them in the game, and letting us play as them instead of the opposing force or op 4, as a lot of us have come to know. We're actually going to be able to play as real military units. So that's really interesting. I think they've got 12 different units from 10 countries. 3 of them are from the US, and then you've got the British SAS, which pretty much was a model for a lot of the other special forces that we'll see. Of course, Australian SASR, German KSK, Canadian J2F2 or JTF2, I'm sorry, and the Polish Grom. I haven't really chosen which one I'm going to play as. I really want to get my hands on all of them, but I think I'm leaning towards the British SAS to kind of start out with. I mean, I know the American Special Forces are really good, and like I said, I'm just really interested in getting my hands on all of them to see how they all play out. I mean, I'm sure they're all going to have, you know, their weaknesses and strengths, but you know, it's just one of those things that we're going to have to wait and see. One thing I do hope that is fixed in the multiplayer is the spawn system. There was a big issue with the spawn system in 2010 where you could get spawn camps, and it kind of made it was just really frustrating, let's just say that, because you know, spawn in and pretty much, you know, get killed right away. In this certain game, I mean, I could kind of tell where some of my teammates were trying to do that. I mean, I tried to pinpoint their spawns. I mean, because it's pretty easy to pinpoint the spawns on this game. That's one reason why it was so easy to spawn camp. But other than that, I mean, I liked the gameplay. It's going to be a little interesting to see what they change, what they keep the same. But overall, I'm really excited for this game, for Warfighter coming out. It's one of the, it's highly anticipated. It's gonna be, you know, fast-paced, lots of explosions, and you know, it's gonna be a fun time. Medal of Honor has always been one of my favorite games, even back when it first started in '99 with DreamWorks. I've played all of them, and so far 2010 is my current favorite, but I think overall my favorite is Pacific Assault. It's just one of those that, to me, I have a lot of memories from. Frontline is another good one. Opening scene, Storm in Normandy. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of memories that I'm having in Warfighter, and the guy camping right there. I hate that. I hate it whenever you're shooting somebody and it's like you kill each other. So I kind of hope that's fixed as well, because to me that happens a lot. So, like I said, well, I'm sure we'll see some subtle changes. The one big change I want to see is the spawn system. Hopefully that'll be fixed, so that way the spawn camping is going to be a lot harder. The guns and everything in this game are pretty good. Nothing, I mean, I liked all the weapons so far. But of course, you know, we'll get new weapons, updated weapons. I'm pretty sure we'll see some from 2010 make it into this one, but there really hasn't been much released as far as what weapons and everything we're going to be using. As far as like kill streaks, we're not going to know. I would assume that we're going to go see radar, mortar strikes, probably airstrikes as well. I mean, it's just one of those things, whenever the date gets closer to the release, we're going to start seeing more and more information. No information as of a beta just yet. I'm pretty sure there will be one. But, you know, just again, we're going to have to wait and see. And, I mean, every day I get goosebumps, you know, watching the multiplayer trailer, watching the single player. I really cannot wait for this game to come out. It's on my to-buy list. It's #1. I mean, I'm a gamer at heart, so of course I've got a lot of other games I want to play, but this one is pretty much going to be my game whenever it comes out. So we've still got a little bit until the game comes out. Of course, you know, as far as keeping up to date for information, I'll post links down at the bottom. You can, you know, of course, follow Medal of Honor on Twitter, on their Facebook, and always check their website as well. So this game is getting ready to wrap up. So hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll post links down at the bottom to everything, and we will see you guys in the next video.